So what do you have to say about Basola's character from the perspective of Ferdinand? Let's take it from the perspective of Ferdinand first. Um, does he agree with what his brother had to tell him or not? Come on, you are doing the text for the second time.
नाम क्या?
Yeah, I asked a question.
मेरा लीव हो गया था, मैंने नहीं सुना.
Does Ferdinand agree with what his brother had to say about Basola or he does not?
Does Ferdinand agree with what his brother has to say about Basola or not? एक second. सोचने. Yes, ma'am. He does. मतलब एक तरीके से हाँ. डायरेक्टली नहीं बोलता है, लेकिन इनडायरेक्ट मतलब इनडायरेक्टली बोल रहा है. तो
تقريبا بشهر شهرين كنت بجهز في الشقه العالمين. الليله بعت لها شيء مأويلة بتحكي لي هاي مين صار الفصل، بحكي لها تخبي.
He doesn't completely agree with his brother. There are many lines that tell you this. One, that he spills the beans, tells him what his brother told him. Only one word did that. I was lured to you. And Basola says that how would he abide me since he was in my debt? Maybe some oblique character in your face made him suspect you. Made him suspect you. I don't suspect you. Doth he study physiognomy, then there is no more credit to be given to the face than to a sick man's urine, which some call the physician's whore, because she cozens him. He did suspect me wrongfully. So he says physicians judge a sick man by his urine, and that's something that, according to Basola, is not right. Because in that time, if you've heard, Greeks and Romans, before they had microscopes, what would they do with the urine to test a sick man's body? Do you know? Does any of you know?
yes, ma'am.
What would they do?
मैं आप फिर से प्लीज रिपीट कीजिए सवाल.
Before
ग्रीक में जो उनके पास लाइन
microscopes, what did physicians do with the urine to get to know about the body of a sick man?
पता नहीं मैंने गलत सुना हो
They would taste it. So this is how they would suspect the body. And he says it's like he is tasting the wrong thing. For that you must give great men leave to take their time. So maybe he takes some time to understand you, but I haven't taken a lot of time. Distrust doth cause or seldom be deceived. So he believes his brother has been deceived because of the distrust. You see the oft shaking of the cedar tree fastened it more at the root. Did you see something like this already coming before comparison with the tree?
वहाँ पे वो जब वो ड्रूपिंग ट्री की बारे में बात करें लेक के नीचे
Right.
जहाँ पे वो
Yes.
हाँ
ये चीजें आपको खुद निकालनी आनी चाहिए कोई चीज रिपीटेडली यूज हो रही है सो दिस वुड बी दैट different characters are making use of these comparisons. So this becomes the style of Webster. This is how you study Webster's style of writing. Why does he often make use of these trees? Is he an orchardist or something that his family is associated with? Why would he make such comparisons, which are not very common in that time? Yet take heed, for to suspect a friend unworthily instructs him the next way to suspect you, and prompts him to deceive you. Whereas you see, Bosola's you is not singular, but Ferdinand's you is singular. He singles out his brother, but Bosola is not singling him out. Do you get my point? So while Ferdinand says that his brother has distrust in him, his brother is maybe deceived, but what Basola says is that you, both of you, all the people in the court may suspect me, but what it draws me to do is that it instructs me to suspect you back, you all, and prompts him, means me, to deceive you all, not just one. Ferdinand says there is gold, but he doesn't watch him out. Ferdinand is part of this you. He doesn't read that. He's a fool. So, what follows, and then this aside tells you more about a character than anything else would. Never rain such showers as these without thunderbolts in the tail of them. Whose throat must I cut? What does he mean?
And this what I have to do. It is going to the
That's in what follows. What follows? What's my job? What do you need me for? And then aside never rain such showers as these without thunderbolts in the tail of them whose throat must I cut. So he has there is gold. He is offered gold. In this offering, he says, oh, what do I have to do for this gold that you're giving me? And aside, he says, itne showers, such showers, shower of gold, money, as these, it's not possible that you will give me such showers without thunderbolts in the tail of them. इसके साथ क्या है? Thunderbolts. Whose throats must I cut? So he already knows he has to murder someone. So what do you know? What do you think, or what can you judge about the character of Bosola in here? Is he a good or a bad character? Is he good? Is he evil? Why thunderbolts? Because he uses the word showers. Why showers and thunderbolts? Because the heaven is watching him? Yes. He is sure about, he is concerned about what he is going to do is wrong. But he's ready to do it. Whose throat must I cut? But this is all in a side. Your inclination to shed blood writes post before my occasion to use you. So what my purpose to use you is that you again have to shed blood. Again, he has mostly been used for murders. I give you that to live in the court here and observe the Duchess to note all the particulars of her behavior, what suitors do solicit her for marriage, and whom she best affects. She is a young widow, and I would not have her marry again. No, sir. Do not you ask the reason? This no, sir means why. Here he says, don't ask me for the reason, but be satisfied. I say, I would not. It seems you would create me one of your familiars. Familiar? What's that? Why, a very quaint, invisible devil in flesh and intelligentsia. Such a kind of thriving thing I would wish thee, and ere long thou mayst arrive at a higher place by it. If you do my job, I wish you to do that. You say you want to be a familiar. Familiar means an intelligentsia. But he does play with the word familiar. One of your familiars, one who knows you really well. Familiar? What's that? Why, a very quaint, invisible devil in flesh and intelligentsia. Again, he accepts that he is going to play the invisible devil. He knows what he is doing is wrong. Whereas what you find in Ferdinand and Cardinal is that they never accept the fact that what they do is wrong. And if you do this, finally you will be at a higher place by it. Again, another promise made by the brothers to Bursola. Take your devils, which hell calls angels. Hell calls them angels. Hell does call them angels, right? We just finished Paradise Lost. These cursed gifts would make you a corrupter, me an impudent traitor, and should I take these, they would take me to hell. It's like he knows heavens are watching him, but Cardinal does not. He knows what follows. What he's doing is he's consciously doing what he's doing. He knows he will become a traitor, but he also knows that the people who are hiring him will be corruptors. He also knows that if they are keeping these devils with them, these are cursed gifts. What devils is he talking about? And if you know, if you know about, do you know anything about conspiracy theory? Do you know about conspiracy theory? There are people who worship the devil, and these are the people who will finally be with the Antichrist, or one we know, Messiah Dajjal. It began here. It began in 17th century. These people who would start talking to the devils. You have seen this in Marlowe as well. It began in this very century. Magic. Keeping devils and getting things done by them was something that was popular in this time.
आर की आर का पता
आयार की तो आयार का मुझे
क्या
नहीं
है
पता।
आईआर की?
मैं पूछी थी उसकी क्लास की वो बनानी है ना रिपोर्ट इसीलिए
चलो ठीक है। और कुछ? फिलहाल के लिए काफी है।
नो मैम मतलब
बस आपका
इतना ही
फिनिश हो
पढ़ा
गया? आपकी अपनी क्लास में ये टेक्स्ट खत्म हुआ?
नो मैम